In our childhood, we look up to the clouds and find them in enchanting visions. People, mountains, and mythological animals. But all along, we were aware that these things are not really there. And so we are able to observe in ourselves the power of dreams, visions, and the imagination. We can think of this as a first literary experience. Mirror melting captures these experiences. Looking into the polished surface, we saw this real world reflected and magically transformed. JCB approached us in 2018 to think about how would a trophy will look like if it is given to the literature prize winners. And within both of us, we were very excited because we're always excited to kind of look into what art or what sculpture can actually do, since it is going to be passed on to from every year from one winner to another. Meaning that there will be many multiple trophies which will be given to each winner. And for us it is a quite interesting thing because then you're thinking one symbol which has to stay for really long. And I think that was our starting point to begin the idea of what literature or how a reader immerse themselves into a journey with the writer.
And we want the trophy to reflect the text, because of how the book people read and it reflects to the people. So we want a mirror finish. So we want to have the mirror as a reflection of the writer or the author to the people.
We get inspired with many things every day, especially in terms of, we hold ourselves very much close to nature. We take inspiration from different kinds of landscapes, but also simply looking at the blue sky and trees. The works actually have developed into many socio-political commentaries, urgent issues, talking about our own family histories. That's where it actually drives the force. I think it is to do with two people working together, two minds working together. As you saw, there are many things in the work. Every day we have 5 to 6 things to juggle. But also I think the sensitivity between all of them remains the same. The way we kind of try to connect with people or have these little family gatherings between the works itself. That's really important for us, and also negotiating both the ideas between both of us. I think it keeps us flowing. As we were always wondering, looking in the clouds, how they move around, and they are ephemeral, and they are from different vantage points you see and emerge something. So it's like a conversation, but also it is a very silent observation to kind of see things moving around. And that something allowed us to kind of wonder many forms which comes around. So as in text, when we read a writer's text, we kind of like constantly wonder the face of the person and kind of like how wonderfully the depiction would be.
So we all love to publish books. That's our connection with the books and the literature and the books and the publication. Why? There's a lot of history behind it. My dad is an artist and he's a designer. So we used to design book, and my uncle used to print the books. And my opposite to my house, when I was 8 to 10 years old, to go and make a blocks, how the book printing is done, so that technique I learned when I was 8-year old, 10-year old basically. So anyway, that's my connection with it. And Sumair's father used to work in a print company, and not print company, he used to get the print jobs done for the people. So you see here also, you can see our love for the nature and love for the trees. There's a story, and this starts with that if a tree falls in a metaverse, do we hear it?
Yeah.
I don't know when we have to do it, but,
Yeah, but it's okay.
whatever it is, you can.
So this actually came in as a form which is basically a melted, like a melted wax, or it can be something which is just melted down, and there is no form. But at the same time, you start assuming that what it can be, and something for us it is like whenever we are meeting with all the writers and all the prize winners, it is such a wonderful experience to kind of engage how this sculpture will be placed with their favorite books. You know, it goes straight into. So the size was very thoughtful, that this size has to be like a publication itself. So it can be seen as a publication, can be seen as an object, but also has a desire, since we actually reflect many different things in the room. So can you see yourself in this?